guys, I'm Paul.
And I'm Dale.
And we are High Spots Incorporated. And welcome to the first edition of This Week in WWE.
Yep, first we'll be starting off with Raw. Now, we kicked Raw off with a Seth Rollins promo.
That was quite the promo.
Yes, quite enjoyed that. What he came out and started... What did he start off with? Just talking trash about Cena.
Yeah,
about
pretty
how he
much.
broke his nose, all that sort of stuff. And then when he got Cena
He
via satellite...
He made abstract art with his face.
Yep.
That was a good line. I
Turned his
remember
face
that
into
one.
a Picasso painting or something.
Yes, yeah, something. It was a Picasso reference, we know that.
And yeah, then we had John Cena via satellite, which was honestly one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time.
The comedy from Seth Rollins, fantastic. Alright, so the first match of Raw was New Day, Los Matadores. What was your thoughts?
It was, so-and-so. It was your typical tag team match you see to kick off Raw. Nothing special.
Yep, that's pretty much what I thought.
New Day went over, yes?
Yeah, New Day won. I'm not entirely sure on the finish, but they won.
I'm not sure, no.
It was probably that big ending thing with Kofi.
It was.
Which
is
is
the tag team finisher.
Quite fantastic, honestly.
Yeah.
I love that finisher. Moving on, next we had the Team BAD, Team Bad versus Team Bella.
Which, yeah, that match was also so-and-so. I hate Team Bella, they do my head in.
That, and I feel that they've kind of, they started the whole Divas Revolution and then just kind of have tapered off slightly as it's gone. Do you remember the first Raw where Becky, Charlotte and Sasha came out, and then the week after they had two fairly decent long Divas matches?
And now they're giving them the same amount of TV time they had months ago, which isn't fair, because they deserve a lot more. They honestly do.
At the very least, they're still getting two matches most of the time,
Yeah.
so, I mean...
Give them that.
Something, I guess. So Brie Bella won that one with a roll-up on Tamina, which didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and then a brawl broke out after the match between all the teams. And, yeah, that was so-so.
Yeah.
It is what it is, I guess.
That was kind of how I would describe everything going on with the Divas at the moment, so.
And then we had a backstage promo with the New Day where the Fatal 4-Way match for the tag team titles was announced at SummerSlam. New Day didn't seem terribly happy about this.
Which I can totally understand their point of view. They just beat Los Matadores.
At the same time, they can't complain because at least they're getting a title shot.
Yeah, well, that's very true. But with that match at SummerSlam, I have no idea why Los Matadores are involved and why the Ascension got looked
seriously.
over. Come on, guys. Push the Ascension.
What's wrong with them? I don't understand why you just brought them up to the main roster and just turned them into jobbers after what he did with them in NXT.
They're not just an LOD ripoff. They're actually very good.
Yeah.
It's a very good tag team.
When are you going to hurry up and see that?
I don't know. Well, hopefully so.
Then we had a backstage segment with Seth Rollins and Triple H, which was just pretty much Triple H telling Seth Rollins that he needs to prove every week that he is as good as he says he is, and Seth Rollins complaining about having to defend his title. And
so pretty much every conversation with Triple H and Seth Rollins?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just happened again, guys. Then it was the triple threat match, huh?
Yeah, the triple threat.
Cesaro, Owens and Randy Orton, the number one contendership on the line. It was a very good match. I didn't see the ending coming, honestly. I wasn't a fan of Orton winning.
I didn't mind Orton winning. I was expecting Cesaro to go over, but I was fine with Orton winning. I mean, he's always going to put on a good match, so...
Yeah, my problem with that is that they've been booking Cesaro quite well as of late compared to what they usually give him. And Kevin Owens, seriously, the fat jokes, fucking stop.
Not cool.
He's a fantastic worker, and if you don't see that, then you are absolutely blind. But it was an absolute waste in my opinion. I mean, Kevin Owens or Cesaro going over would have put them up that extra little bit.
Yeah, exactly, and they wouldn't have gotten hurt either by the finish to the to the match later on, which we'll get to in a bit.
Exactly. All right. So next we had Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper.
Which, yeah, that was your pretty much your typical Dean Ambrose match, back and forward, pretty physical, and Harper goes over with the discus clothesline, which I love that clothesline. Like, absolutely takes their heads off. It's good every time.
Didn't see that one coming though.
No,
Ambrose really needs to be booked a lot stronger than he does.
Yeah, he needs a couple wins on TV.
Definitely. Then it was Miz TV, I believe.
Yeah, Miz TV, in which Ryback returned, which, man, who cares?
Yeah.
He whooped.
Yay for Ryback. Yep, and that is all we're covering on that one. Moving on. Mark Henry Rusev. All right. I'll let you take this one.
Okay. I have some problems with this match. If you're going to do a match, can you at least have a proper finish to the match? Literally, Mark Henry got kicked in the face, rolled out of the ring, and then somehow the match ended with Summer Rae and Lana fighting in the ring. That somehow caused the match to end.
Okay, I literally, we don't even know who won the match.
No, they didn't even announce who won.
They rung the bell for a DQ, but they DQ'd... They threw the match out because two people who were not involved in the match started hitting each other.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure that's happened many times and they never call the match off.
Apparently when it's in the ring, it's match over.
They've even done it in the ring before.
Well, there you go.
So
there's no reason for it at all then.
No.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, get your shit together, Mark. Anyway. Then we had King Barrett versus Neville.
Yeah, this match was, once again, a typical Neville match. Wasn't terribly long, wasn't terribly great, but always got to love the Red Arrow. And then you had the Stephen Amell thing at the end with Stardust, which I wasn't a fan of, but he's actually a pretty agile bloke. The way he got in the ring, the spear was alright for someone who's not an actual wrestler.
He didn't look completely out of his element.
Exactly, yeah, he actually looked somewhat comfortable.
He did the whole slingshot over the ropes type entering. I was kind of hoping he'd faceplant, but anyway. Yep. So that led to the tag match that's going to be at SummerSlam now. King Barrett and Neville versus Stephen Amell and... No, I completely fucked that up.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Sorry, guys. Neville and Stephen Amell versus Stardust and King Barrett. There we go.
Now we got it right.
Alright, moving on.
And we move on to the main event of Raw, which was Orton versus Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
Which you obviously knew wasn't going to change hands. I mean...
No, but they did try and play up on the whole WrestleMania match. Orton's going to win.
Pretty much, yeah.
Watch out, guys. He's going to win.
And we ended that match with a Sheamus interruption where we thought the Money in the Bank contract might have been cashed in. But then ref screwed Sheamus. Let's be honest here. He wouldn't take it.
Did we really think that he was going to cash in?
No, but...
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one cashes in on Raw unless it's the night after WrestleMania. So, anyway. So, what did you think of Raw overall?
It was to be honest, it was a pretty lackluster Raw.
It was.
There were some high points, like the Seth Rollins promo at the start with John Cena via satellite. That was brilliant.
Oh, God.
But besides for that, there was no standout thing.
Alright, well, I'm giving it a C+ overall.
Yeah, I was going to say C, maybe C+ if it's lucky.
Alright, so we're going to speed up a bit here and move on to main event. So, main event, Rusev cut a promo at the start that was literally the same promo he's cut for the last 2 months.
Well, I didn't watch main event, so I can't comment on this, but I'm pretty sure I already know.
Yeah, he pretty much cut the same promo, Lana this, Lana that, My Hot Summer, etc., etc. Yeah, I'm very, very sick of that storyline.
Yeah, it's doing
very sick.
It's ridiculous.
It started out well because everyone wanted to see Lana go babyface and solo.
Exactly.
But the way they pulled it off was horrible. And where is Ziggler?
filming a movie.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
No, instead of curb stomps now, apparently you get like hit
A
with a
crutch
crutch.
to the throat. That sounded bad.
It did.
Yep. Alright, well, yeah, in my opinion, even if Dolph Ziggler comes back, the storyline sucks. It's run its course.
It
Let's
has.
just move on. Anyway, then Rusev had a match against Fandango. Obviously won that match. There was really nothing to say about that match, so we'll move on. Then we had Adam Rose versus Jack Swagger.
Which sounds like a quite boring match, to be honest.
It was horrible. And believe it or not, Swagger actually won.
Oh, wow.
He tapped Rose out.
Well, when will Adam Rose ever win a match?
Don't know.
Never is the
If it's
answer.
against Fandango, I guess. Anyway, yeah, they really need to do something with both of those guys. I was a little bit disappointed to hear that the whole the Leo Kruger coming back and then possibly being part of the Wyatts. Like I was into that.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking great idea.
Yeah, but not happening apparently. He just kind of like tweeted and was like, haha, he's not coming back. Sucks to be you guys. And then we had Mark Henry and R-Truth versus King Barrett and Stardust.
That's a very odd tag team match right there.
It was a very, very odd tag team match. I think it was literally just any two people to chuck together so that Stardust and Barrett could team up before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Pretty much
That's what I assumed it would have been.
Yeah. I'm absolutely loving Stardust at the moment.
Oh yeah, how can you not?
Like, honestly, he had a bit of a lackluster period after the split with Goldust.
Yeah, definitely.
But, I mean, not to put a damper on things, but ever since Dusty passed and he made his comeback, I think he's been really on top of his character.
Yeah, I think he's definitely wanted to get it to the pinnacle of what it can be, and he's definitely doing that at the moment.
Yeah, some of his best work in that character.
Definitely. Some of his best work in any character.
In general, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't really have much of a character before. He was just kind of like a guy with a very nice mustache.
No, well, he's had many different gimmicks.
Yeah, well, I guess that was the dashing.
Yeah.
Dashing Cody Rhodes. Anyway, so Barrett won that one over R-Truth, I think. He won with a bull hammer, we know that.
Obviously wasn't a very good match. If you
it's nothing sticking out in my mind, so...
Can't blame you for forgetting.
But, yeah, Barrett actually got a win. Thank God. Because, like, I mean, why give someone King of the Ring if they're not going to win any fucking matches? Anyway, so moving on to Superstars, main event was... I'm not going to even rate that because it's main event.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Anyway, moving on. So the first match of Superstars was Jack Swagger and Fandango versus The Ascension. The Ascension actually got a win.
Yes.
Hooray!
Good.
Yay!
Put them in the tag title match, please.
Yeah, I know. Like, why? Why? They're more qualified than Los Matadores without any
They're
wins.
terrible. Los Matadores are terrible.
Yeah.
That gimmick was literally so they could just push Epico and Primo without seeming like they're pushing Epico and Primo again.
Yeah, pretty much, and I don't know why they're even around anymore. They speak Spanish, that's why.
Yeah, apparently.
International marketing, man. Then it was Bo Dallas versus R-Truth. And Bo Dallas got a win.
Did he?
He won.
Did he now? Wow.
He won. He did literally nothing for like the entire match. And then just hit a Bodog and was like, yeah, win.
Please tell me that was a victory lap.
I'm pretty sure there was a victory lap.
Awesome.
But,
awesome.
Yeah, in reference to what I said about him having brain damage last time, yeah, I think he might, guys, because he kind of started dancing with R-Truth halfway through the match.
Which sounds ridiculous.
It was. It was kind of disturbing to see.
Yeah, I kind of would have just turned the TV off and left at that point.
Unfortunately, we're doing this, so I've got to watch it, guys.
Not an option.
I've got to watch it. Anyway, so...
moving on to Smackdown now.
Thank God. Alright.
We opened up with yet another amazing Seth Rollins promo. He is doing the best heel work I've seen from anyone in many, many years.
I think he's actually genuinely transitioned from being the fans know he's a heel, but they like him.
Yeah.
To being like, we just genuinely hate this guy.
Definitely.
Which is fantastic. Because for someone that flashy and like that over the top in the ring to get booed, it's top work, man.
Yeah.
Top work,
done a good
Rollins.
job.
Well done.
Insinuating that he was better than the Beatles, Rolling Stones, etc. That's some big heel heat
That
right
even
there.
pissed me off a little bit, Rollins. You mentioned some very great bands
You
there.
did.
All right, then we moved on to Charlotte versus Naomi.
Yeah, this match was pretty good. I mean, Naomi's one of the better divas that's been on the main roster for a while, and Charlotte's always good. Charlotte went over on this one with a figure 8.
Yep.
Which I quite like that move.
I very much like it.
It's a great spin on the good old Ric Flair figure 4.
Yeah, she's kind of going a little bit far with the woos and the chops.
Yeah,
I feel.
a bit too much, but
the figure 8, keep that. That's fantastic. Looks brutal.
And you can tell they're obviously positioning Charlotte to beat Nikki Bella for the title when the time comes.
Yeah, which I'm gonna guess is roughly what's AJ Lee's record?
I can't
295.
I know they
days or
mentioned
something.
it on Raw last week or something, and there was like 30 days or something like
I'm
that.
pretty sure it's 295. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah, I don't think we're getting a Divas title change until then.
No.
Purely just to break the record.
So they don't have to mention AJ Lee anymore.
Yeah, because I think they're kind of cringing every time they have
Yeah,
to. Like,
definitely.
Damn Punk and his wife and whatnot.
Then next up we had a Ryback promo. I literally only have one word for this. Boring.
I literally didn't even write anything down, so...
Ryback, please just go away. No one wants to see you anymore.
You can't meet Hook a staph infection. It's physically impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing more to say about that.
Yeah. Then we had Roman Reigns versus Luke Harper.
That was very high impact match. A lot of Reigns control. I think Reigns won by disqualification after Wyatt broke up a pin after
the Superman punch.
Yeah, Superman punch, not even a spear.
That's not even his finish, man. Has he ever won a match? Oh, he probably has.
Yeah, I think he might have. But
it probably wasn't against Luke Harper.
No.
We'll be honest there. I love how Bray Wyatt's actually gone back as far as attire.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, he went from being he had his whole like camo looking jacket and stuff that he was wearing before, and now that they've kind of reunited 2/3 of the Wyatt family, he's wearing his crazy Hawaiian shirts and stuff.
Well,
so my costume from the live tour is actually relevant now.
I'm just waiting to see when, as I like to call him, Big Red's going to be coming back.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long, should it?
Hopefully they start the whole Wyatt family thing up again properly, because that'd be good to see.
Might be something at SummerSlam, guys.
I don't think they had a proper run with that.
No, they broke it up way too early. And it made no sense when they broke it up.
Yeah, because it was just they got set free.
They got set free.
But at least it was a good storyline to just bring them back together without having to do anything. Really.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like the Shield. The Shield and the Wyatts, like, if everything's positioned right, you can just put them together whenever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone will go nuts because everyone loved the Wyatts and the Shield. So
yeah, no one's going to complain.
Exactly. Then we had the New Day, Xavier and Big E this time. Xavier actually had a match, guys.
Yes, he did.
Against the tag champs, Primetime Players.
This was a, pretty boring match in my opinion. Not a massive fan of the Primetime Players. I like Darren Young, he's very good. Titus O'Neil is boring as hell and cannot wrestle. I'm sorry, but not a fan at all.
To be honest, I only really like Darren Young's jokes in their little backstage promos.
Yeah.
Apart from that, character-wise, I hate the Primetime Players. They really annoy me.
Yeah, not a big fan of them. But I believe Darren Young got the pinfall over Xavier Woods off the gut check after they tried to run off, and the other tag teams in the Fatal 4-Way match kind of stopped him.
Yeah. That is how that one ends. So Xavier Woods probably don't wrestle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just be the manager. You're good at that.
Yeah. You're funny at that.
All right, and then we had the main event, the tag match, Cesaro and Neville versus Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens.
Now this match, I quite enjoyed this match. For a Smackdown match, it was very well put together. A lot of good moves, good psychology as well, I noticed. Like the whole thing of Cesaro throwing Rollins over the top rope and Owens just moving out of the way.
That was impressive.
That was impressive. Good on you, Cesaro.
Like, I mean, I found it kind of funny because he did a hesitation suplex at the start with Rollins, and they're like, oh, look at the strength of Cesaro, but, like, Rollins isn't a big dude. But the actual, like, gorilla press...
Yeah, that was really impressive.
Like, he went from just holding him to, like, just pick him up, like, even more. So that one ended up, Rollins rolled up Cesaro, grabbed the tights, got the cheap win.
Yep, left...
Classic heel stuff.
Left Kevin Owens to get Red Arrowed, and I don't know, Cesaro did some sort of weird, I don't even know what you'd call what he did.
I don't even remember.
It was strange. It was some sort of like, put him on the shoulders almost like a torture rack, and just kind of threw him.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, it was quite odd, but good move, quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, he has some weird like throws that he's been doing lately.
Yeah, they're good though.
Yeah, they're good. They're
very old school.
Very old school and very fresh as far as like today's product. So
yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, and it's good to see Cesaro just being portrayed a little bit better, honestly. So he deserves it.
What rating are we giving Smackdown?
Oh, Smackdown. Oh.
I think I'll personally give that a B just for Smackdown, because compared to other Smackdowns, I found this one quite entertaining.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got to take it as the context of what it is.
Exactly.
I mean, Smackdown's the B show, so it's not going to be crazy. But, yeah, I'll go with a B.
So now we're going to go to our Jobber and MVPs of the week. Do you want to start this one off, Paul?
Okay, so I decided that my MVP of the week was Seth Rollins, because quite honestly, I know he's been doing very well as of late, but I think this week he was some of his best stuff. He's in the last 2 weeks since he broke Cena's nose. Yeah, he's been doing very well.
I can definitely agree with that. Big fan of Seth Rollins' work. Only reason I didn't pick Seth Rollins is because he's been the MVP most weeks, in my opinion. So I thought
he's pretty much the MVP of the year. So
I thought I'd swap it out a little bit, and I decided to go with Sheamus. I feel Sheamus has been positioned quite well to cash in his briefcase at the next opportunity, shall we say?
All right.
And yeah, I feel like he's going to come out on top from that, and he will be the World Heavyweight Champion very soon, in my opinion.
Well, I'm not a fan of Sheamus, but hopefully that kind of turns him around.
Yeah.
And to the Jobber of the Week, well, we didn't even need to really discuss this. Jobber of the Week, Xavier Woods. First time you've had a match in a long time, and you lost.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense to me. You're always the manager. They finally put you in a match, and then you take the pinfall. Just don't even bother.
Yeah. Like I said, next time, stick to the managing.
Yeah, you're funny with that.
Exactly. Your ringside antics are very entertaining, but when you get in the ring, you lose, obviously. So don't do that. All right, and that will wrap it up for this week in WWE. So like, rate, subscribe, all that lovely stuff, and
thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.